What up? It's your boy Miss Fantastic 824, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you put up on me. Today we're going to be going over the viral clip of Cooley from No Fugazi podcast on tonight's conversation.
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Now, she asked the question, Cooley answered. His answer be the answer that any typical man gives that understands the way the world works, the way women thinks, and just simply the way things are. Men are logical. She asked him a question. He gave her the qualifiers. Let's see what her response is going to be.
Before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier.
Now, again, look, the mouth of someone like you, she's offended. And I'm going to explain to you as to why and how she's offended once she's done with her spiel.
Your man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with
But I
all that
digress.
stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk. That
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
And with that one, we saw the outcome of that, right? So Cooley answers the question, and then of course she goes into womanese, as he says, and he's correct. Listen, the woman is offended because she knows that a man like him is not looking for a woman like her because she's too old. Okay, she's too old and she's not that attractive. She's not highly attractive. I'm not saying she's unattractive, but I'm saying she's average at best. Aptly said, and made also famous by KS, right? So if you understand these things, women get extremely offended when a man knows his worth. Okay, brothers, know your worth. Black women specifically, and again, this is a black show, black cast, all these different things, and it's a black man, black woman dynamic. And we remember this, we go back to the brother CJ King that said he was the prize. Black women have been upset ever since then. You're always going to be disqualified. Okay, the ain't can't don't want theory, as I say, right? Black men ain't, black men can't, black men don't, black men won't, right? That is always the reply, no matter how good you're doing, no matter how many things you may hit, is never good enough. Now, the funny thing about this is, if we were to look at the data statistics, to the circle that she claims wouldn't want a 6'4" man wearing braids, which I don't know when it became cool to be balding or to have a horrible hairline. You know what I'm saying? You saluting like this. I don't know. But, when black women are offended, they have to get those little jabs in, right? So statistics say 60% of black women have children. Of those 60%, 70% of those women are, had children out of wedlock. And of those, 70% of the women that was of the total women that have children, of the 60% of those women have children by multiple men. So the odds of her friend circle having women in it with a baby daddy, okay, that they didn't care anything about the character when they got them pregnant. Listen, this is the funny part. So you have this woman here that I don't know if she's married or single or whatever, but I didn't remember seeing a ring. I don't know. But either way, that's not married, still out here on the market, and she's desiring a man. Well, who's she going to desire from a physical standpoint? She's going to desire the tall guy, the attractive guy, the guy that's not balding. Okay. All these things are subconscious primal cues of virility for a man, right? The taller a man is, the more muscular, the hair he has, it exudes great genetics. Okay. Women are attracted to, again, primally to great genetics. People seem to forget that human beings are animals. We're animals. We're extremely intelligent and complex animals, but we are animals indeed. And like animals, we have primal instincts due to society and being programmed and socialized. Okay, you fight those urges and you just don't act on them, out of just carnal desire and primal desire. If all those things were removed, though, the women would choose the bigger, stronger, hairier. You know what I'm saying? They would choose the best possible options for mating, right? But because society is far more complex now, and might is right isn't the only thing, or biggest, strongest isn't the only thing. You have things like finances and different things to help humans live. Okay, that's not the only thing. That's why women act like it's not that important. But if you were to look at, again, the dating and mating purposes, most women prefer men over 6 feet tall. Just that this isn't made up. And when women are forced with these facts, they want to try and deny that. Ma'am, stop it. Okay. We how many balloon pop shows have we seen it? He's too short. Even when they're the same height and the woman is wearing heels, 4 to 6 inch heels, and she's able to look a man in the eye. Black dating shows, balloon pop, 20v1s, all these different things. What happens? You're too short for me. Even though you're literally at, 6 inches taller than her. But if you're not 6 feet or above, BABG material, you feel me? A lot of women are going to disqualify you. Now, fortunately, like he said, there's a very small percentage of men that are over 6 feet tall, especially if you're talking about 6'3" and above, right? You're literally the one percentile of the world when you get to be over, I want to say, either 6'3" or 6'4". Understanding this, he wasn't inaccurate in what he said. Earning over $100,000. Again, that's what less than 15% of the American population. If you go globally, it's an even smaller percentage. And shout out to Cooley from thinking from a global aspect and not just boxing himself into the American society. Because now, as black men travel more and black men improve our image to a point, we are on the global market. So shout out to him for understanding that. And of course, that's why she's offended, because black women do not like when a black man, again, understands his worth, and not only is, not just limiting himself to here, right? But not just limiting himself to black women and speaking from a global standpoint as to where, hey, listen, women all over the world want us. And I think more black men need to get this attitude and this understanding, because that's how black women think. Black women are quick to throw in your face how the white man want them, and they got the best this, the best that, and so on and so forth. And this isn't quote unquote the gender war thing and so on and so forth. It's just, again, it is just simply play the game how it's being played. Okay, all the things she said was a super simp. He caters to the woman. He leads the woman gently. The woman needs that he was referring to was a simp. Okay. They only want the simp after they had their fun with the thug, with the slider, the rider, the nose wiper, the baby daddy that they got, in their prime. Now they no longer quote unquote desire, the tall guy with hair on his head. Come on, stop playing, man. Okay. And if you were to really, really look into them DMs, right, and check who bed they laying in at night, it's probably gonna be a BABG in sight. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, man, hey, again, shout out to Cooley for No Fugazi podcast. Almost butchered that. Don't know why. Is what it is. But great reply, brother. And that's that on that one. Catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, all those things, share. And we up out of here.